Hello guys, welcome back. We are starting out on top of the hill this time. I say hill, even though I'm exhausted. This is a rather small hill. I am out here again in the desert, not in the Cedar Mountain Wilderness. I'm closer to Lone Rock, which is further, was that north? Yeah, north that way. So, what are we gonna do today, guys? I don't know what I'm gonna do today yet. I've already been to Isopia, Isipa. I feel bad pronouncing it wrong because I actually respect that culture. And that Isipa was actually a really interesting place. It was, you know, forgive this like Wojak moment, but you know, very New Vegas kind of vibes, an abandoned town. You know, it was actually pretty interesting. I say town, there was like a few abandoned structures in a graveyard. But it is nice today. Not too much wind, not a cloud in the sky. It is nice today. And I feel weird even talking this loud. I'm always looking over my shoulder. It is so quiet out here, guys. It is insanely quiet and so pretty. Yeah, I have my trusty AR again. Man, I don't know what I want to do today. I don't know. There's a few other interesting hills behind me I want to check out. I don't know if you can see it, but down there is the Fiesta, the all-terrain machine. And I had to walk through a cattle fence to get here. I don't think this is private property. I put my phone number like on my car, you know, on a piece of paper so that, you know, if this is private property, someone can call me and I can leave. I don't want to, you know, I don't want to be that guy. I don't want to trespass.
There is a reason why I selected this area for an armed expedition. This is just a little bit south from my first and second armed expedition destinations with Elijah. Now, of course, Elijah was taken by a skinwalker last time, so he isn't here this time to join me. I decided to run around these hills because they are geographically extremely interesting. There's a lot of caves, which we will run into later. However, for now, I decided that it was time for me to head over to the north.
You know, I always wonder if I'm ever gonna run into a fossil up here, because all this used to be the shoreline for Lake Bonneville, which used to go all the way through this valley. So that was all sea floor. I say sea floor, it was a giant inland sea, like a giant lake. And what's left of it now is the Great Salt Lake, but you go down there, that's why it's all sand. But up here, you know, the rocks, this was all above seashore. So any ancient humans, any ancient like wildlife, they all had to hang out up here. Now, obviously back then it looked very different, but man, I always wonder if I'm gonna run into a fossil. One time I was on a hike about, I don't know, 20 miles south from here, and I actually found a seashell fossil. That was really cool. So very interesting history of this landscape, that's for sure. All right, so that's where I started, up there. Started the video, I think. And here we are. This grassy little field right here. Right there would actually be a pretty interesting spot to go camping. It's high and, oh, there's a little cave. Well, well, well. We love caves on this channel, don't we? Yeah, we've never really found a real cave. Give the shakiness here. Let's see here. Hard to see what's in there because the sun's right in my eyes. Wow. That is a real deal cave.
To be honest, I did not go into any of these caves. I didn't get any closer than like 20 yards to any of these caves that I saw. Anytime I wanted to continue to go and explore these caves and check them out, I had this deep carnal instinct to not look into these caves, that I was in danger. Now, it is entirely possible that I was a chicken, so next time when I have backup, yes, we are going to check out these caves.
The wind's starting to pick up a bit, as it does. I don't even know if my little iPhone camera is picking this up, but there's a bunch of burned trees out here. Lots of dead, burned trees. It's kind of sad. It's hard to age them just because I'm so inexperienced with tree aging, that whole process. But I bet this was super cool before all of it got burned down. And something cool out here, guys, is I have yet to see a single piece of trash. There's barely any evidence of animals. Like I said, a few antelope tracks or pronghorn, whatever they are. But I haven't seen any mountain lion scat. I haven't seen any mountain lion footprints. I haven't seen anything else out here. Man, and look at this. There's a whole other set of mountains over there, man. I mean, this is just so cool. Yeah, this is where we're gonna chill. This is a nice little spot. Nice and flat, but still some brush. Out there, you're gonna have to forgive the wind. That is either a BLM outpost or like a fire station of some kind. It's actually kind of nice, you know. I could shoot my gun in the air a few times and, you know, if something happened, hopefully they would be able to help, but man, this is something else, guys.
As I was patrolling around, I realized this was probably my favorite area. It was pretty and there was cool rocks everywhere, including this neat little arch.
That's cool, guys. Come on. That's cool. You gotta give me that. That's pretty sweet. I wonder what type of rock this is. Is it fossilized like coral reef or something? Like, I don't know. It's a very interesting rock. I would have guessed it's volcanic. Oh, there we go. It's just so lightweight for, you know, rocks. This is the life. All right, we have found our first artifact. Artifact meaning just trash that's interesting. This, I think, is an ancient 12 gauge shell. Ancient. So I guess people do really go hunting out here.
Something I love about being out here is that in many ways it's kind of like going in a time machine. You get to see what basically all of Utah, and to a greater extent the American West, what it looked like not too long ago. Completely wild and empty. And man, that is quite the feeling. I decided to head up north to a place that looked kind of like a natural fortress. There is a little caldera, a little place where you could conceivably camp out. But as I started traveling and getting closer and closer, I started to hear weird sounds, a very low mumbling sound. It honestly sounded like a motor, but there's no one else out here. I didn't see a single other ATV. So my only conclusion is that it was some kind of animal. But we'll have to see.
Oh, that's just my luck. There's a whole cave up there. Glad I could be quiet, huh? Shoot. Okay, here's the real problem. You have those caves, which those are scary. That tiny cave is what freaks me out. Because it looks almost drilled. Now I recognize, of course I'm looking for something like that. And I'm probably gonna realize that's not what it is the closer we get. But still don't feel good about it. So other than that though, we're making some good progress. But I'm keeping a wide berth around these guys, so. All right, so I summited it up there. Well, I didn't summit it totally. But I went up there and honestly guys, I've been out here for like 6 hours and I'm getting a little tired, you know? So this is gonna be my last stop. I found this cozy little rock outcropping. Yeah, we're just gonna chill here. So I wanna talk about one more thing before we watch the sunset together. I'm starting to really respect the idea of carrying around a handgun when you're doing this. I think I've been opposed to carrying around a handgun because it's extremely underpowered. And even if you carry a light handgun, that's a lot of weight. I mean, that can be up to 4 pounds of extra gear for a gun that isn't even terribly impressive ballistically. And if you want a gun, a pistol with a heavy caliber, I mean, shoot, that's going to be like 6 pounds, right, of extra gear, ammo, holster, all that. But honestly, my rifle's right here, you know, and if something showed up right there, I could grab my rifle and get to it. But honestly, if something's on my hip, I can just, you know, get right on it. So I'm really starting to respect the handgun idea. But yeah, all right, so let's get cozy, guys. Get cozy. Let's watch the sunset.
Thanks so much, guys. This has been a fantastic scouting expedition. Next time, me and Elijah, we're going to head into that natural fortress. But until then, stay safe and please leave a comment. I love reading them. Have a good day.